Damn, I get excited every time I see that. Welcome to another marvelous episode of College Football Showdown. I am the Governor of College Football, and with me, as always, is my co-pilot Jalen Wilson. Today, we have a special guest, CFB Moon from the world of college football. Moon, how you doing today, Playboy?
Excited and pumped up after EA Sports College Football 26 dropped the reveal trailer. I'm feeling good though. It's been good. Shout out to my guy Jalen.
Yeah, so Jalen just dropped another video on Just Jalen. Make sure y'all check that out on YouTube. Part 6 now, Jalen?
Yeah, part 6.
The good people of the college football world were part 7 already. But how you been and how you been doing, brother?
Oh, I've been pretty good, just been chilling, working. Really just waiting for this collab.
You been working at work, or you've been working at work?
At work.
Is that like a line from somewhere? I don't know.
No. You be working and working at work.
Yeah, shoot. I saw some work today. I was like, nah. Man, they smell bad.
Yeah.
You killing me, dog. All right, man. So we got the reveal of College Football 26. I wanted us to react to it and give our wish list for this upcoming game. Let's go ahead and watch it. I know everybody has seen it by now, but we'll go ahead and watch it with everybody for the people who haven't seen it just yet.
There's something in the air. From Friday nights to Saturday lights, Chapel Hill to Pasadena, it crackles down our spines. Tradition, tension, roars that remind our rivals they're not in Kansas anymore. It's electric. It shocks our nerves and ignites a place where the ground shakes. But our pride doesn't. Where our coach, scheme, playbook, and character are unlike any other. There's something in the air. It builds us up, breaks them down, and gives the stadium a pulse built on pride.
So that was a trailer. I'll continue to play this on mute in the background while we kind of talk about our overall thoughts about it. Jalen, I'll start with you first. You were very critical of College Football 25. I think that's no secret. I don't think you there was a lot that you didn't like about it.
I enjoyed the game.
I remember some messages that we got from you, and you had us crying at like 3 a.m. But how you feel about the trailer overall? What are your first impressions of the game?
Well, it's a normal game trailer now. It's more presentation than anything else, which is what they went for. And if it's like presentation like this, I feel like that's nice. Hopefully some of that presentation is only for big games though. Like when they did like the little light up in for Nebraska and the Gator sign or the Gator for Florida, like I really only want to see that for big games. Don't like if I'm playing FCS Northwest on Saturday week 1, I don't need to see that. But if I'm playing Alabama week 7, yeah, sure. Especially if it's a night game. Player models look a little bit different.
They look cleaner.
Yeah.
Especially the shoulder pads look a lot more realistic. It's something that I noticed immediately.
Oh, by the way, that quarterback was super inaccurate on that little clip right there. If my quarterback is ever inaccurate like that, I'm heated. But overall, I mean, I thought the trailer was nice.
Mhm.
I didn't see too like it. They didn't show us crazy gameplay. Like they didn't say, oh, what new features are this for gameplay or anything. But
Yeah, this is just the initial. Like they're
Yeah.
gonna, we know they're gonna do a gameplay deep dive. We know they're gonna do a Dynasty deep dive, and they'll do a cut deep dive.
what I
as
did
well.
notice is, did you peep the hats at the beginning? Like it was like you get like National Signing Day.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
noticed that. So one thing that really irritated me with last year's game, and it was the inaugural game, so I can't be upset with it. But like, hearing Obama in every stadium,
Bro,
we shouldn't have been hearing that. So now that they got Enter Sandman, that needs to be restricted to
Virginia Tech.
just Virginia Tech. I don't want to see that anywhere else. Like I truly don't. Like, have other sounds, whatever you need. But like, it was something that I really wanted last year, and I've actually been to a game at Lane Stadium. I've described it as this before. It's like a drug that you have and you only have one time. Even when I do decide to go again, you'll never forget the first time that you felt it. And I believe if Metallica didn't just recently play at Lane Stadium and make almost a miniature earthquake from playing Enter Sandman, we may not have it in the game. Well, Archman didn't be in the game because I've heard conflicting
was
reports.
that not him right there? Like
that was 100% him. But
everything in the trailer using game engine footage not always gonna be there.
Right. It was that message right there.
But I don't know. I feel like there's no point to having them in the trailer. I mean, I get there kind of is a point because clickbait type.
Right, for sure. He's the highest, evaluated. He has the highest NIL valuation, bro. You know what I'm saying? So,
but I mean, I feel like they wouldn't toss him in the trailer if he won in the game.
I feel that. So, Moon, you were live doing this earlier. Had like 2,400 in here. What were your initial thoughts to the game? Because I know a lot of when you were live earlier for it, you were kind of just reacting. You were reading off, what came from EA Sports, and also reacting to everybody commenting. I think the thing I'm most excited for is crossplay. Y'all listen, if y'all gonna really want this smoke again in Dynasty, huh?
That made no sense last year. You can have crossplay on Play Now online, but you couldn't have crossplay for Dynasty.
In the Dynasty. So now I'm really smacking y'all heads in this Dynasty this year. Like, I'm so excited for it because y'all got to duck a lot of smoke this year. Congratulations.
That's probably one of the things that I'm most excited about.
Bro, I can't wait, bro.
Oh man, Mister, I practice all day and night, beating somebody that doesn't practice all day and night.
I don't practice all day and night. I'm just good at the game. Only game I practice a lot is 2K, bro.
Come on,
I'm decent at the game.
Casey, I saw your playbook. You ran what's that play everybody run? The all go. You got 4 streaks and then the little drag route. Come on, man.
Yeah, that's the Syracuse.
But you haven't played me recently though. I'm running straight air raid next year, bro. Straight air raid. So, Moon, what was your initial thoughts about the trailer? God damn, I'm getting phone calls.
Man, I feel like it was great. I think they raised the bar very high last year, so I feel like in order to reach that bar, you were going to have to hit on a lot of things that we needed from the community as a whole. And I feel like they addressed a lot of it in the initial gameplay, and I think that's good. We saw the player models. EA is still trying to figure out whether it's across Madden and NFL with the engines that they use, how to get the player models to resemble real life. And I think this is just the closest version that we've got to it. Even in the screenshots with like Jeremiah Love stretching out for the touchdown, like you can see it. And then it makes me think about the lighting, the light shows, the drone shows. It's catching up to where we are right now in college football, because that is for real. Like Jalen said, I don't want them to abuse it. Like things like Enter Sandman should only be for Virginia Tech, but they also like included over 160 other additions for new school specific chants that we're going to get. New mascots, band music. The menu music is going to be better, hopefully, because last year we had to turn the menu music off because got tired of the drums, man.
Right.
So
It was
it's
the same
like,
thing. It was the same thing every day.
yeah. So I feel like based on what we saw, it was great to see the mascots. It was great to see the fight songs from schools. I like the blending of the mix of the trailer. Like they're getting better at showing a lot in just 2 minutes of time.
Mm-hmm.
So for what it's worth, like I think they did a very solid job with that. They answered questions that we had, whether it's like the abilities, like there's gonna be a revamped structure for the abilities. Trophy room is gonna be back, but I'm more interested to see what they do with the Dynasty deep dive. With the, what do we get beyond just crossplay in Dynasty? Even though that's one of the features that I'm the most excited about, just being able to play y'all in Dynasty modes, actually be able to recruit against y'all, manage my personnel, things like that. They also introduced like other things like managing personnel, like you could sub out without having to be in the menus. Like that's something that I'm excited to use. Defensive lines can now do stunts and twists. Like that's fun. You could do coverage stems now, so that can combat the offense doing their thing with the custom stems. But I think the biggest development probably was Road to Glory. Road to Glory, with them having the hats, you can make the choice now, because your prospect is going to be in the 2025 recruiting class. New archetypes that you could choose from, and now you get the famous hat decision ceremony from the schools that you want to go to. Unlike last year's version, when you just getting a text message from this random lady talking about what do you find more interesting? Do you care more about conference prestige or playing early? Like that's cool for a baseline, but this is what we really wanted.
It was year one of an installment, and there was nothing to go from. I think that's what people need to realize. It was an entirely different engine, new coding. It's not like they can take the coding from 14 and configure it. They had to start from scratch. So on this trailer, I want everybody to give it a grade before we give it a grade, and then one final thought, 15 seconds or less, before we switch gears here. What grade would you give the reveal trailer? And what is your final thought? 15 seconds or less. We'll start with you, Jalen.
B minus. I mean, it wasn't nothing too special. It was just presentation. That's about it. It wasn't nothing too special. Wasn't nothing great about it. So B minus. One worthy of an A, one worthy of a C, but B minus.
Moon.
The first trailer that they dropped for the NFL draft, that was an A+, because that's how you do a trailer. Like you wanna give it. I give this one an A, because I really liked it. I felt like more immersed. Last year I had the newness of everything, like you said, because they're coming with the baseline of nothing. This year I say they hit on it again, and I give it an A. My final thought: 300 coaches plus in the game now, so that's gonna be fun. Dynamic substitutions is gonna be there, a new and improved wear and tear system, and people talking about gameplay, but they're gonna have an increase in physics-based tackling system and the hit stick. So I'm looking forward to this game coming out.
Will Bill Belichick be in the game? Do y'all think?
No. I think he'll be consistent with that unless Jordan talks him into it.
He's never been in the Madden ever, right?
No. Any coach is what he be, and he'll just be UNC coach. So my final thought before we move on is the coaches. The coaches is phenomenal. My grade is actually an A+. College Football 25 got boring to me at one point. I thought the fact that they didn't have NIL, I didn't feel chaos in my dynasties. The fact that we didn't play crossplay, we didn't have crossplay. Most of my friends are on Xbox, bro. So I wasn't
the Xbox.
Yeah, I like my PlayStation now. But I didn't really enjoy the game for a long period of time, and that's why I play much more 2K, because 2K is cross-play. But this year, the coaches are in the game. 300 coaches. There's 68 Power 4 teams. I'm imagining that all 68 Power 4 teams will have the offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator in the game. That's a major key. Enter Sandman from Virginia Tech is something that I asked for. NIL is something that I asked for. I want chaos in Dynasty. I believe this year we'll get chaos in Dynasty. I think they knocked this out of the park.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it was a bad trailer. I just don't. It just wasn't.
I mean,
like,
I already knew where you were at, though.
when they dive into like gameplay, the features of Dynasty, Road to Glory, and all that, that's when like, okay, I can be like A-. A when they tell us everything about like the game and everything. So how recruiting will work.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. You're please like more wait and see. Like the issues
make
that
the portal different. Please make the portal different.
More the chaos. Portal has to be different. Yeah. It has to be chaotic. I agree with you. I agree with you there.
Let 100%. My players follow me. If I recruit a quarterback, let him follow me. Like,
or at least be in my top 3 in my choices.
Yeah. Right. We should see something similar to a Ben Arbuckle situation too. You know, NYSU, my offensive coordinator leaves. He decides to go to Norman. You know, hey, I'm going to follow my offensive coordinator to Norman. I want chaos. I want it to be difficult. 100%. Like recruiting came easily. I had an algorithm that works. I figured it out really early. So, like I said, I just wanted to be chaotic. So we got about 9 minutes left for this show, and I wanted to talk about college, football 26. The fact that the reveal trailer was out, and I also wanted to talk about, there's been a lot coming from the SEC meetings down in Destin, Florida, and Greg Sankey ain't playing. He ain't playing at all. So Jalen and Moon, I want both of your thoughts on, SEC and Big Ten proposals for the 4 automatic qualifiers for the Big Ten and the SEC. When we move to the 16-team college football playoff, because it's not an if, it's a when we move to the playoff. And I also want to ask you guys, it's a loaded question. Can Big 12 and ACC leverage this situation by either A, joining forces and merging, or B, just like having an agreement with one another?
You can go first, Jalen.
So the first question is, what do we think of the whole
the meetings down in Destin? Like, have you been paying attention to it? Have you saw everything that Greg Sankey has been saying? Like,
not everything.
He's made accusations about ACC and Big 12 colluding against them, and those are. And he's also said, hey, there's people a part of the SEC that says why we're still with the NCAA. And my thing is, you can't just say, okay, we're gonna leave the NCAA in football, but not the other sports. SEC was great basketball this year. They unprecedented year they had an SEC right for college basketball. If they leave the NCAA and they're not a part of the March Madness, who's going to be watching it? You're going to be watching it?
Yeah.
So you can watch basketball regardless, I feel.
Right. He is, but I'm not watching it. I'm going to be watching March Madness, whether the SEC in it.
Wait. I thought you asked who's going to be watching March Madness. That's why I raised my hand.
No. I mean, like, who's going to be watching whatever SEC decide to do?
You don't care about the NIT.
Yeah. Don't care about the NIT. We don't care about what SEC doing. Y'all not in the dance. You think the other schools going to give a damn if they're not a part of the NCAA or the college football? College baseball World Series.
So the Big Ten will get 4 qualifying teams, automatic bids, and the SEC will get 4 automatic bids.
Yep. Big 12 2, ACC 2. There's 3 at-large bids, and then the G5 top.
That man slide the mess out the ACC and the Big 12. I don't know. I feel like that's a slap. It's like y'all ain't good enough.
What they gonna do about it?
Exactly.
Like, what can they do about it? Seriously, what can they do about it?
It sounds good. It's like, oh yeah, the best conferences are the Big Ten and SEC. But in reality, it's like, okay, the Big Ten had who? Ohio State, Oregon, Penn State, and was that Indiana. It in the SEC? Indiana. And the SEC had
underwhelmed. They're underwhelmed. It was Georgia, Tennessee, Texas.
Yeah. Okay.
And so you had teams like South Carolina, Alabama, and Ole Miss.
Yeah, we don't need 4 qualifying from each conference. No, you let the teams that deserve to get in.
But who are the commissioners of college football? The TV networks. The TV networks say differently. People watching Big Ten and SEC games. Yo, they're going to get their way with this, whether we like it or not.
And even if like the Big 12 and ACC try to join forces, either agree on something or somehow combine conferences, I don't think it does much, because the powerhouses will still more so, I feel like, come from the ACC more than the Big 12. As in, the Big 12, I mean, we don't know who will be the big dog in the Big 12 this year. So, like, I just don't. I don't know. I feel like if they join forces, it's just not going to be enough. I mean, what you just said, the commissioners of the college football is what the TV companies.
Yeah,
the TV companies going to want
if they pitch it in the right way, and it's only if. I think the biggest thing working against the other, well, when I say the other conferences in this situation, I mean like literally the rest of y'all, like the rest of y'all. It's scheduling. The SEC schedule is just too loaded, bro, because the best teams fit in, and we're the best because we play the hardest games. Or we play the hardest games because we have
an 8-game schedule, though, right?
This is before
9-game schedule, right?
Yeah. So this is it's tough because you start comparing resumes at the end of the year, and you're like, well, even though let's say Texas A&M goes 8-4 with their schedule, they're gonna be still trying to hope for a college football playoff berth over a Big 12 or ACC team that went 11-2 or went 11-1 or 10-2.
We remember that SMU argument from last year. Hey, man, Ole Miss, Alabama, South Carolina played a neutral field against SMU. They didn't win. Like that was everybody's arguments, man. And our counter argument was, well, Ole Miss, why don't you beat Florida, a freshman quarterback, and once you beat Kentucky, you handle business, you're in. You know what I'm saying? Alabama, you handle business against Vandy, you handle business against Oklahoma, you're in. At this point, I think, and this is what I truly feel and how I truly feel, I think the Big Ten at this point is better than the SEC. At this point. I truly feel that way. Truly feel that way. I think the ACC and Big 12, when you look at the middle class of both of those conferences, are stronger than the middle classes P4 teams will need to. And shout out to East Coast Gridiron. That's my dog. So, I don't know. How y'all feel about that?
I think overall, like, everybody's just going to have to band together. And that's the only, and that's the thing, is it not going to happen? But when we talk about like solutions, I feel like you're going to have to just band together, because they're clearly saying to y'all are little boys. Like, this is a grown man conversation.
Hey, what may say, bro?
See you out. Like, why? Who are you?
I'm talking about for a minute, I'm moving to go to ATL route. But he's like this grown man business.
Grown man business.
He's a grown man business.
And that's the thing, bro. Like, they don't respect the SEC and the Big Ten. Do not respect any and every other conference that's under the sun right now, because they literally like, hey, we got the best. We can get 4 teams, and it's every year. So now we have no choice but to expand the college football playoff, and the expansion is not really for the SEC and the Big 12. They're gonna expand regardless, just for the other conferences to even have a chance to get teams in.
So how do they combat it?
You have to make a super league, man. And not even from the G5 schools. You already talked about it before, having your own G5 playoff.
Yeah, G5 need their own college football playoff. I do think that.
Black Star said, in CFB we need a commissioner. We also need conferences that make sense. That travel schedule makes absolutely no sense. You're right.
I feel like it's too late for a commissioner. The damage is already done. Like, I feel like it's already too late. Like, I don't know when the NFL commissioner became a thing, but it probably became a thing when the league first started.
Yeah, it was a thing for a while.
It's the same thing with the NBA.
Before Goodell, it was Tagliabue, who was there for a while. Yeah, and it's like you said, same thing with the NBA. If it's not a commissioner, they need a governing body. They need somebody other than the NCAA, other than these TV networks. This is interesting. P4 teams need to move to a 10 schedule with 2 G5 schools scheduled, and G5 will need to move into an 8-game schedule with half conferences playing 2 P4 games a year and 2 FCS schools or more. Give the Power 4 thing to reflect that name of power. Interesting.
I ain't mad at that, bro. It makes me think about what Chip Kelly said a while back, just having all the schools go independent in college football specifically. And not worrying about the other sports, because I mean, in 2 to 3 years, like we're gonna be losing other sports just by the ripple effects of where we are right now. Like, because they're just not able to bring in the amount of revenue. You look at the revenue that's being brought in the SEC schools alone just from football. You compare that to where we are with revenue in a conference like the Sun Belt, and you're like, man, you don't even have a chance to keep up. We're not even in this. It's a grown man business, Jalen. Like, what are we talking about? So I get the point about, we don't. It might be too late for a commissioner. But if you got these badass kids going crazy in here, I gotta hire a nanny at some point.
It's
If you're UCLA, you're traveling to Wisconsin. Yeah, the when we started seeing conference expansion, it really did ruin some of those. Like, then one of the biggest talking points at ACC Media Days last year, and we all were there, was Cal and Stanford's travel schedule. Furthermore, their equipment, which didn't travel by air, you know what I'm saying? So they were making cross country trips. It just doesn't make sense. And this was all about being in a multitude of time zones. That way you can have a multitude of TV money. Like I said, it all goes back to television in the end.
What does East Coast Carolina say?
Notre Dame joining the ACC could help balance out things.
They're not joining
piece to the expansion puzzle.
That would be a huge domino, bro, because like
it would help.
ACC getting that footprint up north in Big Ten country, while SEC is still expanding, because Clemson is still the biggest prize for the SEC. The SEC wants Clemson, bro. Out of any other school, but we talked about it a little bit before, between Clemson, North Carolina, Kansas. We got some
North Carolina is important too for the SEC.
Geography.
It's important as but from a geographical perspective. But basketball. Come on.
Hey, all right. If they leave and they stop playing Duke in basketball, that'd be disgraceful.
Yeah, I mean, Duke did it to Merlin when Merlin left.
I don't care. Maryland and Duke is not UNC and Duke.
It is. It is.
At least in my childhood.
Once upon a time, now it's never been that, but once upon a time it's a really good game because you talking about Juan Dixon, Steve Blake, Lonnie Baxter,
Chris Duhon,
Terrence Morrison, and then for the Duke side you got Chris Duhon, Jay Williams, you got the up 10 and losing the game in a minute, like College Park. They were setting stuff on fire. They were so mad they lost to Duke. So yeah, I mean. You could even go college basketball with rivalries you forgot about.
I know.
It's not going to the SEC, bro. I hate to break it to you, but they're not going to the SEC. In fact, they're not even in the SEC's top 3 right now. And they did it to themselves with how they played their hand about a year back, with everything going on, with how they handling the ACC leaving. So the big fish in the pond is Clemson in the ACC. You lose Clemson, and it's not happening anything soon. But 2030-ish range.
If ACC don't merge with Big 12, ACC could be the next Pac-12 in 2030. Because 2030 is a pivotal year as far as teams leaving and that price tag being dropped a lot. 2030 is a pivotal year to watch. I know it's 5 years away, but just mark 2030 on your calendars, because if you look at it and say, if the teams who's trying to leave the ACC and go get more money, because ACC it's still a huge disparity in what their programs are being paid versus a Big 10 versus SEC, hell, versus a Big 12. It's still a huge disparity, and you arguably got the best team in the country right now making a little chump change, man. That ain't cool.
I got a question.
What East Coast Gridiron just said, like sister conferences in a way, like have he said Pac-12 and Mountain West only compete with each other to determine their seasons, like recruiting would change and so on and so forth.
But the Pac-12 and Mountain West, that stuff's strange, bro.
Because they trying to siphon each other's.
But it's strained because Teresa Gold played with Gloria Nevarez.
Yeah,
she played with her, bro.
And Teresa Gold gonna try to snipe some of the ACC teams to come back home.
Man, Teresa Gold don't play, bro. She don't play at all.
So I got an actual question. How do y'all actually feel about like the state of college football? Like, are y'all happy with the state of college football?
Right now?
Are y'all
As it pertains to what?
You talking about on field?
You
Are
talking about
all the
we talking about
logistics and everything?
Saturdays in the fall is still better than it ever was.
like the conference,
You
where it
talking
may
about the
be heading?
semantics?
Yeah, like where it may
Okay.
be heading.
All right, I'll adjust the semantics. So the semantics of college football suck. It is what it is. Yes, we need reform as it pertains to NIL. Yes, we need reform as it pertains to the transfer portal. It's a lot of tough guy talk in the offseason. Every off season, it's a lot of tough guy talk. So the semantics of college football, those marvelous 15 to 18 weeks of the regular season, it's still pure. I have no doubt in my mind about how I feel about this sport. Those 15 to 18 weeks during the fall. There's no issues. Like, we just looked at a season. This 2024 season, I think, was the best season we've seen probably since 2007. You think about some of the weeks that we have, like what upsets and surprises and surprise teams. We got a lot out of this first year.
Yeah.
Now, granted, we didn't get into some problems until the college football playoffs started, and then that first day or two, everybody's talking about, look at this. This is why Ole Miss should have been in the playoffs. Then Tennessee got their boot smoking, and everybody who was talking that tough guy talk shut the hell up. You know what I'm saying? So the product on the field is still the best there is. There's not a sport that can compete with the product on the field, but the semantics of college football, it's in a bad place right now. It's in a really bad place right now. But there's people who are doing things to help fix it. Like, what's the judge name? Judge Wilkin. Like, what she's doing with this 105 roster spots. Yes, they lose 15 walk-ons, but all of those roster spots are scholarship based. We do need NIL cap. We need an NIL cap. We do. It's just too much money being spent, too many accusations being made. Like, people just said that Texas spent $45 million on their roster. That's crazy. They ain't nobody spending no 40 nothing on their roster, bro. Ohio State spent a lot of money last year, and I don't even think they
like 20
Ohio
mils
State
is
spent like 22 million.
Yeah.
Right? Like, come on, bro. Like, it's just like in the all season, it's just so many accusations getting played. Everybody Al Pacino. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah,
So I don't know. But the game's still pure though.
The college football on the field. Oh, I feel like best sport in the world. Every Saturday, bro. Like, just what, like, people can argue how college football makes you feel as far as nostalgia growing up in your childhood. But where we are, I still get excited as hell for college football now in the off season, and we haven't even laced up yet officially.
Yeah.
So from on the field talent, I feel like it's good. For the semantics, it's like, oh man.
Do you ever get tired of the semantics? Do you ever like, oh my gosh, like
no.
I mean, it's something that comes with it, bro. Because like, do I ever get tired of my lady? Yeah, but this just comes with it. Like, this is what you signed up for. Do you as an NBA Finals guy get tired of, like, where we are in the current state of basketball?
Even though I feel like the playoffs did some healing for some people.
I mean, as far as like media, yeah, I get tired of it. That's why I don't really. I mean, I watch who I watch, but as far as like the media goes for basketball, but college basketball, heck yeah, I get tired of it. Oh my god,
the semantics of college basketball.
I hate seeing it. So, oh my gosh, I hate seeing all these players leave and go here and then go here and then go here, and this person offered this money and this person offered this money, and this coach are leaving this, and then
you search them on Google, they got 15 uniforms. This is what I say. This is what I say about the semantics. All right.
It has actually made me like lose some love for college basketball.
Yeah, I'm not following college basketball next year. Oh, by the way, I'm not. All righty. So this is what I do have to say about the semantics. I do 6-hour shows every week in the off season. I do 4 Governor College Football shows. I do 1 Reaction. That's an hour show. College Football Showdown, depending on the week, is a hour show. Then in season, that kicks up. Now we're talking about 8-hour shows a week, maybe even 9 plus travel, right? So in the off season, I like the semantics because there's talking points. There's a bunch of crap to talk about. So I like it. Like, you think I haven't been excited this week seeing Greg Sankey, you know what I'm saying, talk his talk, and there's been a lot to talk about. And then the anonymous sources, I do get sick of that. Like, just say it, bro. Say it out loud. Don't be an anonymous source. Or an anonymous SEC source said, oh, Lane Kiffin not an elite coach. Like, bro, just say it, bro.
Kirby Smart. No, I'm joking.
Kirby, we know it was you, Kirby. We know it was you, Kirby. Texas spent $45 million to lose either way. It's not good. College football is fun in the offseason. Sucks come September, but nobody will care because talking stop. Football begins.
Yeah, like, but the whole piece of the NBA, it's been the same thing for years, honestly. The CBA and all trades and college basketball gets on my dang nerves. I ain't gonna lie, hey, professional cornhole might be the best product. Just saying. Mm-hmm. Hey, they don't miss too much. Whenever you're making that little hole, hey, I don't know how they just be making it.
You ever play cornhole?
Yeah, I played cornhole before.
Well, you've played it sober.
You ever play cornhole?
You ever play cornhole? Back-to-back championships we will probably never see again.
I don't know about all that.
That's not happening, bro. That's not happening.
We are with like.
No, I agree. I'm saying I agree with East Coast Gridiron. I don't think we'll see a back-to-back champion.
I think we will. It has to be the right situation.
You think so? You don't think complacency happens with spending as it pertains to the budget? Because Ohio State wasn't as active as they were last year.
They weren't.
Their budget,
but.
And we don't even know who their quarterback gonna be.
Julian saying
it ain't gonna be him.
We've had this conversation before.
I know. Until I know who their quarterback is, bro.
You're taking all the shots.
Many shots is fine.
They weren't, but at the same time, what if they just feel like they didn't have to be? Like
complacency. That's why I agree with the sentiment.
It's comfortable. Like
I just feel like nobody's going to go back to back because in order to go to a natty, you got to play 16 plus games. And that alone in itself, and over the course of what, 2 seasons? Nah, that's tough.
It's difficult. It's difficult because your regular season record still has to be damn near that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Like, I mean,
Alabama lost 3 regular season games last year. They missed the playoff, and people was coming for the board.
They should have.
A lot this year, though.
You said they should have.
Yeah, I mean, back to back is hard in any sport. Like, I guess the NFL is the most relatable. You got the Patriots are like one of the only teams that go back to back, right? Maybe like the Cowboys as well, right?
The Patriots did it. The Cowboys did it. The Pittsburgh Steelers did it.
The Niners did it too.
Never mind, they didn't do it. They lost 4 times.
You try to troll? Yeah.
Chiefs did it. I think Chiefs did it, right?
Yeah. Chiefs did it. Chiefs did it.
Some other teams that did it too. Packers,
Niners.
Yeah. Wait. When the heck the Packers?
Niners did it too. The first 2 Super Bowls, the Green Bay Packers.
Oh, okay, yeah. Yeah, I mean,
will stay in college. QBs will stay in college longer for NIL, but the pieces around them won't. Star players want to be paid like stars, unless you're Jeremiah Smith or Ryan Williams, and now they have new QBs. You're right.
I mean, all that, like the whole quarterback will stay in college longer. I feel like it's just relative to like draft stock, like, because if you're
agents do be lying though, bro.
If you're Cam Ward, of course you're gone. But if Quinn Ewers should have stayed.
He should have, but you should have stay and go to another college and just get a bigger bag.
You wasn't staying in Austin. Okay. You wasn't staying in Austin. Man in Media Cartel, Jalen, they weren't having it.
I said Man in Media Cartel.
They were not having it,
bro. But yeah, I mean, I feel like it's just like based off where the draft position is for that player.
Somebody lied to Quinn Ewers. His agent lied to him.
Yeah.
Hey man, you're gonna be a top 5 quarterback.
I heard Oregon would have gave him like $6 million.
Oregon?
Boy, Jackson Dart agent threw a dart at the board and it somehow landed on the bullseye. Because that mentioned not a that
was pretty cool. You talking about Jackson Dart agent, bro?
Hey, that was a bar. He said Jackson Dart agent threw a dart at the board.
Right. But Tyler Shuck's agent really threw a dart at the
No,
floor,
he put
bro.
the bag over his shoulder.
I
and
mean,
said,
but
"We
he
going
couldn't
to
beat
bar."
out Anthony Brown. That's crazy. And now he's better than Shador Sanders. That's crazy. That's crazy. Saints fans, good luck.
Like, man,
And then all of a sudden, I can't stand these NFL draft guys, bro. They get on my damn nerves.
the NFL methods was definitely funny this year.
Bro, I was bothered,
Tyler
bro.
Shuck getting
Then I'm in like group
second
chats.
round, right?
I'm in group chats with like, you know what I'm saying, groups of people and shit. Like there's certain groups of people I don't want to talk about Shador with. Like we can't talk about it, bro. Because you ain't gonna understand it.
Hey, the conversation gonna get unchy real quick.
It's gonna get unchy, bro. If you ain't been where I've been, you know what I'm saying? Like
Bro,
I ain't want to mile in these Air Forces. Don't talk to me about it, bro. Because you just don't, bro.
I love when somebody don't watch college.
I will accept no Tyler Shuck slander here.
Oh no, Tyler Shuck suck. Bro, I love when people don't watch college football and they're like, "Oh yeah, dang, who is Tyler Shuck?" And they looking up and they're like, and it's like, bro, like especially when it was like Shador fans and they're like, "Bro, this dude played 70 games. He 70 years in college football. He's."
Hey, go ahead, bro.
He's in the same recruit class as Justin Herbert. Like, I love seeing the reactions, bro. Because they'd be like so confused. They'd be like, yeah.
And it's bad because, like, you know, like, because I was really rooting for the year that I was all in on Texas Tech. Tyler Shuck was the quarterback. That was my first mistake. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was all in on him, man. But you know. Like I said, you know, I do wish Tyler Shuck the best. It's just like, you know, if you watch college football and you've been watching it for a long time, and then you've seen him in Eugene, and then you've seen him down at Texas Tech, and listen,
you know,
this is why, yeah, but this is why we like Jeff Brom, because Jeff Brom he had his best year of his collegiate career at Louisville. But it's like, you know, with the NFL draft, it's like, yo, we omit everything we see, and we to this event where people are running 40-yard dash is like, we look at a receiver like, you know,
they're playing against nobody. Whether playing against nobody.
Like Xavier Restrepo, if he never runs a 40, he's not a UDFA. Nobody in this world can tell me that he's a UDFA if he doesn't run a 40. But he runs a 4.8 and a 40. And I don't think people really know the difference between a 4.4 and a 4.8 hand time. Like, what do we talk about? You know what I'm saying? Like, what are we talking about, bro? Like, that's why I said, like, I don't know. And that's why, like, during that time period, I was on a rampage. I'm like, young, if you don't watch college football, bro, like, I don't want it. I don't care about your opinion, bro. It don't matter to me. It really don't. So anything else y'all want to talk about, fellas? I know Jalen's got to get back to, you know, doing what he does, man.
I mean, at work. Mm-hmm. Are you working at work?
It's my man third time stretching today, man. I'm telling you, man.
Hey, he called him earlier. He said, "What you doing, Jay?" "Oh, nothing, just stretching."
Is it anything else? I don't think so. I mean, KT, I know you saw a Stephon Diggs video. You probably didn't actually.
Gosh.
I saw it. I know I'm old, bro, but I saw it, man. Like, stop doing that, bro. You probably
I mean, bro, you out there playing basketball, you getting up, your ankles twisting and hurting, your
well, hold on. Let's tell a story. I was playing, bro. And you know what I'm saying? I twisted my ankle playing 21, but I won the game, though. I got tied my shoes real tight. I was trying to do a step back.
He hit the step back.
I had to step back. My ankle said, nope. You know what I'm saying? It was not having it, man. My joint still messed up too, man. But I've been training Caden. That's been real fun.
Hey, like Shaq say, man up.
Man, I'm telling you, bro. I was on crutches, hobbling, man. But that's Stephon Diggs video. What y'all think about it, man?
I don't know if it was for him. I think it was for the girls.
Dated Stephon. LOL. He's always been a weird dude. What's that really pink Coke?
I don't know what that was.
Y'all want to react to the video real quick? Because I'll find it and I can get it. If y'all give me 3 seconds. Y'all keep talking.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, listen, I saw I seen the video on my timeline. I just never cared to watch it. And then the Patriots training camp videos came out yesterday, and all the receivers just dropping passes, and everybody like, well, we'll be good to have our veteran there, but you know, he on a yacht somewhere doing drugs. I was like, what? I was like, who is he talking about? Like, I like looked at him. I was like, oh, Stephon Diggs. I was like, oh, okay. If it was, I don't think it's for him.
My man,
I assume it was for the women.
I don't think it's for him either. But this man out here handing out pink coke, though, man.
But who knows? Man. Michael Irvin was at that White House every day.
He was. So. No, I mean, yeah, and they literally had a house called the White House, bro.
Nasty work.
That's nasty work, ain't it?
Should have known what was going on ever since we started Minneapolis Miracle. A man broke down in tears. That should have been red flag number one. Like, okay, buddy is wired differently.
He's really wired differently. All right, I'm about to viewer discretion advised, man. I'm about to upload this video file, man. This guy's crazy. Hold on, we can't get copyrighted. But this is it right here. Sorry, Ja Rule. We ain't trying to get copyrighted, man.
Ja Rule,
look at your man, though. What is in the bag? That's the $1 million question. What is in the bag? There's some pink stuff in that bag.
Maybe it's the codes for CFB 26.
He said, y'all take it. He said, don't take too much of it.
Hey, that's the best Bills receiver of all time.
No, he is.
Yeah, he is. Who better?
It's Andre Reed, bro. Like, come on, stop it, bro. We had Andre Reed and James Lofton on our team. Stop it, bro. His career overall probably better than theirs, you know. But hey, Stevie Johnson, if there was one dude who survived Revis Island, it was Stevie Johnson, bro. He used to get Revis Island fits, man. He said his sister dated Stephon Diggs. That's crazy.
Hey, I didn't tell you. I actually met somebody who he went to middle school, and his principal was Kevin Dyson.
Really?
Yeah, sound crazy, but yeah.
Well, I feel like you're trolling me. Why you feel like you're trolling me?
I'm not trolling. I'm being so serious.
You are trolling me, bro.
I'm not trolling. I'm being so serious.
Hey, Kevin,
I just feel like it'd be fun to bring it up.
Music City Miracle, bro.
Yeah.
He's stretching up.
Yeah.
So the one that was like a yard short. Yeah. On Super Bowl. Yeah.
Yeah, and he beat us on the Music City Miracle, right?
Is that him?
I think that is Kevin Dyson.
Oh.
I don't know who bro.
And no, you won't.
Hey, bye. Have a wonderful time.
Okay, see, all I did was watch that play. I don't know who's actually a part of Music City Miracle.
Hey, we don't talk about the Music City Miracle, bro. Let me tell you, my dad, yeah, and it was the way he ran his routes. Like, he would run his routes differently, young. My dad has teased me all my life. The only time my dad did not tease me, bro, was the Music City Miracle, bro. But it was Wade Phillips' fault, man, because Rob Johnson was our starting quarterback, but it really should have been Doug Flutie, man. So Buffalo Bills are cursed because of Doug Flutie, bro. And before that, it was O.J. Simpson. He cursed us, so we cursed for life. We ain't winning no Super Bowls, bro. Word to my mother.
Oh man,
he said, "Damn, East Coast Gridiron, you play Jalen's GOAT in high school."
Who?
Tavon Austin.
Oh, hey, that's
East Coast Gridiron. Where you from? You from Baltimore?
Hey, he better than Reggie Bush, East Coast. Just to let you know. Spread the word.
What are you talking?
Spread the word, East Coast. He a better cosplayer than Reggie Bush.
Throw that man off the boat. What are you talking about, Slim?
The hell out of here, man. He said that man better than Reggie Bush.
Nah, I ain't gonna hold you. Tavon highlight tape is ridiculous.
Yeah, it's especially as high school joint. This high school joint was crazy. Yeah. I wonder what East Coast might be from the metropolitan area, because we can't say DMV. Hey, if he's from Baltimore, he not.
Hey, shout out to B-More, real DMV area.
Hey, James out here elite trolling me, bro.
Hey, I'm putting y'all on the spot, bro. I'm putting y'all on the spot. Answer, or you can't pick, or you can't go on tour. Jalen, first team that you're using in a rebuild other than Illinois is?
I don't ever really use my teams on rebuilds.
I
don't play with the Celtics in 2K at all. Never have since I got blown out with Isaiah Thomas Celtics because that man's 5'9", 2K did him dirty.
Did kind of do him dirty.
First team I'm rebuilding.
Oh man,
Akron.
Akron?
my man,
Is
East
it?
Coast. Hey, I didn't know you was a Marylander, man. I didn't know you was a Marylander, man. Let's go. He said Akron. That's a rebuild.
Hey, they got more drip now for Akron. You saw they put the tire over the helmet.
Yeah, I saw that.
So hold on, like, but you're not gonna be able to go to a bowl game for 2 years, right? With Akron,
Why is that?
because of
The restrictions, man.
the restriction under the 914. They not bowl eligible for the next 2 years, my boy. That's a rebuild.
But that's IRL. That's not on the game.
You think
On the game, they're gonna go to bowl
EA
game.
Sports not gonna have that in the game, bro?
They're not gonna have that in the game.
Akron not going to no bowl game. You gonna go 13-0? Like, man, why ain't in the college football playoff? You gonna be mad, bro.
They're going to a bowl game.
Man, my man from Columbia, Maryland, man. I grew up in Oxon Hill, Maryland, man. PG County, man.
Right out the street.
Leverett Street. All right, go ahead, Moon. What's your question, bro?
It was a question.
I'll ask you the first team you're using outside of Illinois for your rebuild in college football 26.
Oh,
But I'm using KT. Tier 2 or below team is using in college football 26 road to the college football playoff.
Tier 2 team or below.
I would make it harder. Tier 3 or low because they're kind of weird with the tiers.
Okay, tier 3 or lower.
Or you can't go on tour.
Oh, I can't go on tour. Tier 3 or lower team that I'm using, or I cannot go on tour. Louisville. That was easy. That was real easy. Get me off the ropes, cuz. Louisville, they about to be like that. Because Duke Watson is like that. Duke Watson is my new favorite running back in all of college football. Because he's like that.
They should have all-time team.
That would be cold. Yeah. And that was something that me and Moon talked about earlier. Like, we wonder if they got any historical coaches on there with it being 300. Because we was doing math. Me and Moon was on there doing a lot of math earlier, trying to figure out who the 300 coaches are.
It would make a lot of sense, though, if you did bring all-time teams because you teased Reggie Bush, you teased Tim Tebow, you teased Denard Robinson, you teased, all these different players.
Denard Robinson be on the all-time Michigan team?
Yeah.
Who's starting over him? And don't say Tom Brady. I will break my mic right now.
You better not say Bryce Underwood either.
They're going to have Tom Brady over him if they do the all-time thing.
Who you putting that quarterback?
I mean, they going to put J.J. McCarthy as a high score quarterback.
He's right. Jalen, I hate to admit Jalen's right there. Yeah, great call. But if Tom Brady is the starting quarterback for all-time Michigan, bro.
Ain't Brady Quinn on
Notre Dame. Notre Dame.
Okay. Mm-hmm. Didn't they have some quarterback in the 2000s though?
Yeah. What you know about Isaac Brown, East Coast gridiron? Yeah, he like that too. But Duke Watson, that's my dog. That's my dog. My man, he had a touchdown every 7 carries. That's crazy to me.
Hey, Nick Marshall should be all-time starting quarterback for Auburn. Just to let y'all know. He should have won a national championship. Trey Mason should be the starting running back. Let's go ahead and nip that in the bud. So yeah, that's
talking about, bro.
That's the thing.
Talking about.
Hey, people sleep on Nick Marshall. Nick Marshall.
Nick Marshall.
Hey.
Over Bo Nix. Over Cam Newton.
Oh, way over Bo Nix. I'm being associated with myself. He's over Bo Nix.
I already know. I be watching y'all shows, man. I already know. We do y'all do college football just like we do college football. But Isaac Brown is cold, bro. But damn, man, Duke Watson, man. I look at the upside, and I like both of them. But it's like it was like when they had Jawar Jordan and what's his name, Isaac Garendo.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But I think this pair is better though.
But they always pumping out running backs, man.
How does Brom do it, bro?
I don't know, bro.
How do they do it? I really don't know. That's why I hate when people sleep on Louisville, bro. It gets on my nerves because he don't even got his players yet.
He should have his players right now, right? It's year 3.
Well,
he hasn't really recruited a lot.
Now, probably like you could say that first crop was like harvesting now.
Yeah, but he's been able to just get a lot of players from the portal, man, and Send players to the NFL. Like Jack Plummer's in the NFL, bro.
Yeah, NFL.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Yeah. He plays for the Panthers.
As well, a punter.
Yeah, man. Jawar did get slept on. He really did. Hey, Jalen, come on, man. Stop it, man. Stop it, man. That man said that was what, a punter?
No way that man's playing quarterback in the NFL. Like, goodness.
You right.
Jawar was nasty though. Isaac Brown though, man. Goodness gracious.
He was.
They got probably best 1-2 punch in the ACC right now as far as running backs.
Mm-hmm. What would y'all rank them in duos?
Top running back duos in the nation.
Yeah, because of course you got Penn State.
Got to be top 10, right? Got to be top 10.
I'm a Duke Watson guy. I'm high on him. Yeah, because I like Jadarian Price and Jamal Love more than everybody.
Baylor would be up there too. I put Baylor.
Baylor has talent.
Bryson
Baylor
Washington
has a lot of talent. Colin Lacey should be all right as long as he just don't quit halfway through the season. That's a good point. Dakari Collins. They got some pieces, man. Like I said, Jeff Brown get the most out. He gets the most out of his players. All right, one final word before we get out of here. I do got to start preparing for my show.
Final word.
Yeah,
Nick Marshall was not starting over Cam Newton, but hey,
by the way, he's trolling. I feel like
I know he's trolling me.
I'm not, bro.
Yeah, hold on. You really believe that Nick Marshall is better than Cam Newton?
Nick Marshall is like my favorite non-Illinois quarterback.
Hey, what's the Geno line we always use, Jalen? As it pertains to DeMarcus Cousins and what's the lady, the woman basketball player, and Brittany Griner, right?
Griner.
Yeah. What Geno say? I take all of the money out of my bank account and put it on DeMarcus Cousins. I take all the money out of my bank account and put it on Cam Newton right now.
I mean, check who stats better at Auburn. That let you know something.
You said check who what?
Who stats are better at Auburn? That let you know something.
Bro.
Wow. Final word, Mo. Yeah.
Thank God for bringing me on the show. First off, shout out to everybody that's been watching. The whole Stephon Diggs situation is crazy. College football 26. We back up. I think I'm most excited to go to media days again and play them with the players. That was funny, bro.
Media days, man.
Can't wait.
I know Jalen can't wait to go back to Charlotte.
Oh yeah.
Media days.
Dang, I wish your girl was
there. Hey, East Coast, y'all going to media days this year?
Did they go last year? Were they there last year?
But not the all-time squad. East Coast and them, they're credentialed every year. Like their brand is respected, bro. I wonder if they're going this year. East Coast Gridiron, let me know if y'all going down to ACC Media Days this year. We'll be at ACC and we'll be at Big 12 Media Days this year as well.
We'll meet you at the beer garden.
Yeah, we'll meet you at the beer garden or the roof. What's the rooftop joint, man?
They're not having it at the rooftop this year. They did not. They didn't have it last year at the rooftop. They're not gonna have it this year.
Well, they didn't have it last year at the Westin, but it's back at the Westin this year.
Yeah, but when because of construction.
East Coast, if you go Dolo, man, let me know, bro. We get an Airbnb, and I'll probably end up getting 2 of them this year. So yeah, if you end up going, let me know, bro. You need somewhere to stay, let me know too.
I don't know. Maybe I was a little underwhelmed, and that barbecue sucked. By the way, don't care. Nobody
you like Jalen Hurts, man. My man said my mama barbecue, man. Yeah.
That stuff was garbage. That stuff was hot garbage.
Now I'm telling you, the rooftop with them bottomless mimosas, my dog.
I drink mimosas, KT. So you have enough nothing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, my. I wouldn't even let you drink, bro. But I'm gonna talk to somebody who drink. Hey, Moon. You know, I bring in a bottle.
Already knowing, bro.
I bring in a bottle of Henny Pure White down there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Hey, all I need is that what's the name of the thing that we was drinking last time? It's called
that Reposado?
No, not even Reposado. It's at the beer garden. It's not actual beer, but
it's like a seltzer, right?
No,
was it lager? What was it? I don't remember. Man. I remember. Hey, you remember when Jalen was about to punch me, bro?
You roll up on Jalen, and Jalen was like,
"Hey, Jalen, that Illinois came out of the ASAP, man."
Like, hey,
bro, why you just come over there shaking me and everything? I'm like, bro, get the fuck on. boy.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be a busy day.
Man.
We're gonna be meeting with the Big 12 later.
Yeah, we meeting up with the Big 12 later on to see what's going on. Governor College Football Live at the top of the hour at 4 p.m. Me and Moon doing an emergency episode around 6:30 p.m. Y'all can wait for that, and we'll have some of the clippings. Yeah. Damn, I wish you'd be at the office, Jalen. You could join us, man. But yeah, as I always like to say, he said, "I'll be on that Zoom." Yes, sir. Yes, sirski. Yes, sirski. So yeah, we're doing an emergency episode right after that Zoom call. So I can't wait for that. As I always like to say, there are no more victories in the sport that survive in advance. That's why college football has the greatest regular season. Until next time, which is 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we will see you. You all take care. As I find the outro video. There we go.